Today's topic is about you and the importance of establishing what I call a personal calm plan. This is a prearranged and premeditated group of objectives that is going to keep you on the up and up. It is your inspiration to keep coming to work. It is your motivation, your stress relieving strategies that you use throughout the school year. First, be willing to temporarily step away from the demands of this profession to care for your well being. When I realized I was getting to the point of being overwhelmed, I stopped what I was doing and gave myself permission to take off the teacher hat. Instead of making a 20-item to-do list, I only placed 3 items on it. This was more palatable for my psyche, taking the edge off of this daunting task that feels like it never ends. But it does. I had to remember. Thanksgiving in November, winter break in December, spring break in March, and the end of the school year in June. All of those school vacation days are a reprieve. And now, many district calendars have some type of break every month, whether it's a mid-semester break or a professional development day with no students. Some months, I would play a game with myself. If the work days became rough and tough, I would count down the days until the next day off, motivating myself to stick with it. Second, give yourself permission to relax. I took time to breathe and reevaluate. I made sure to rest, even if it was just vegging out in front of the TV, watching home design shows. I made sure to get enough sleep. I had a routine. Take a shower, put on some nice pajamas, light some incense, and listen to some music. There were days when I just needed a break, and I would take a day off for my own peace of mind. I earned those personal health days, or whatever they call them now, and I was going to use them. A warning. I remember my district started getting hip when a high number of staff would call in sick on a Friday or a Monday. They actually alerted staff that they would not be paid if they did not have a valid doctor's excuse for the absence the Friday before a break and the Monday when we were scheduled to return. When I couldn't schedule my doctor's appointment for after work or during the summer, I would take the entire day. I would rise just like a normal workday, prepare breakfast, go to my appointment, and use the rest of the day to do what I wanted. I recall a former principal suggesting that all staff should schedule doctor's appointments outside of the workday. The staff could not believe that was an item on the agenda, and the demand was spoken out loud in public. Be aware and beware. People like that will use you up. If they value you, they will value your health. The bottom line, if you are sick, you won't be at work. It's better to maintain my health in the right now than try to solve health problems later when they could be much worse. 3. Find a relaxation place or space and have it on deck and ready to go when you need it. One of my teacher friends and I would attend an exercise class once a week to blow off steam and sweat. It worked to help get rid of and let go of all of that negativity that we would hold inside. When I needed a more intensive relief, at least once a year, my teacher's sister friend and I would plan a day trip to Chicago. It was so nice. We would hop on the 7 a.m. train and get dropped off on the Magnificent Mile in downtown Chicago. We would shop, have lunch at the Grand Lux, get coffee, stop by Garrett's Popcorn, and by 5 p.m., we would be back on the train headed home. Another one of my friends and I would go for a monthly facial and dinner. A bit of pampering and food always brings me around to the good side. I'm telling you, when you give yourself some checkpoints of joy, they help pull you through those difficult times at school. Last, have someone to talk to before it gets too late. I had a number of teacher friends I would hang out with outside of work. We would chop it up, cut it down, roll it around, and get all of our gripes out over a drink and some appetizers on a Friday after school. Remember, you are not alone. There are many veterans that you can seek out, and that's what I did at every school. I learned so much. What I experienced was nothing new. They had already been there. Thank you for listening.